Good morning. Our discussion today will be about the ultimate plan for dietary management of menopause, and we're going to provide expert tip from our channel. Why menopause make weight loss so hard? Menopause officially starts when the person has not had a menstrual cycle for 12 months. Around that time, it may be very hard to lose weight. In fact, many people notice that they actually start putting on weight in the period of menopause, which can begin decade prior to menopause. Several factors play a role in the weight gain around menopause, including hormonal fluctuation. Both very low and elevated estrogen can lead to increased fat storage, loss of muscle mass, inadequate sleep, increased insulin resistance. Women often become insulin resistant as they age, which make weight loss very difficult. What's more, fat storage shifts from hip and thigh to the abdomen during menopause. This increases the risk of the metabolic syndrome, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease. Therefore, we should have strategies to promote the loss of abdominal fat, particularly important at this stage of life. The dietary changes that we need to do, first of all, caffeine and alcohol, spicy food in your diet may help hot flashes, but there is considerable variation. Reducing caffeine and alcohol and spicy food in your diet may help hot flashes, but there is considerable variation in the individual. Current recommended limits of alcohol are total 40 units a week, with maximum 2 per day. Reducing alcohol also has other health benefits like lowering risk of liver disease, heart disease, osteoporosis, type 2 diabetes, certain types of cancer such as breast cancer. Magnesium supplement. This is very important because many women in menopause, they have a problem of insomnia, which would be one of the symptoms in menopause. Unfortunately, there is very little evidence to support any benefit from magnesium supplement. Instead, you should be able to meet all your magnesium need through a healthy diet containing whole grains, spinach, pumpkin seed, almonds, and beans. Phytoestrogen. These are plant-derived compounds that have similar structure to human estrogen and similar but weaker activity. They are found in food and in more concentrated form of supplement. Phytoestrogen supplements are frequently marketed and chosen to target hot flashes. Herbal medicine that contain phytoestrogen. There are a number of herbal medicine that contain fibroestrogen that help with the symptoms of menopause. There is evidence to support decreased hot flashes with St. John's wort, black cohosh, and ginseng. Isoflavine, which comes in soya product, and red clover are types of phytoestrogen. There is mixed evidence that they may reduce hot flashes. Red clover is not advised in women with breast cancer, but soya is probably safe. These supplements may also interact with other medication, such as those for heart disease, epilepsy, asthma, so you should speak to your practitioner before starting any herbal medicine. The content in the herbal medicine may vary considerably, and in contrast to conventional medicine, there is no legal obligation for herbal medicine to be licensed. So you need to check for the product license or traditional herbal registration number on the label, and always buy from a reputable setting. Food that contain phytoestrogen is found naturally in some food and are less concentrated than the supplement. Food that contain phytoestrogen, soybean and soy-based product, peanut, sesame seed, flaxseed, chickpeas, berries, barley, apricot, and tea, green and black. Given the mixed evidence about efficacy of the supplement, it is therefore unlikely that consuming these foods will have a significant benefit on the symptoms. You need to optimize bone health. Osteoporosis leads to greater risk of having low energy fractures. Estrogen has a really important role in bone health. And as the level decline, the risk of osteoporosis increase. 50-year-old women has 2% risk of osteoporosis compared to 25% of women in their 80s due to considerably lower level of estrogen. Diet can be an important part for bone health. There are some key macronutrients, vitamins, minerals, to be sure that you're getting enough quality of protein, including lean protein food at every meal, such as seafood, beans, legumes, dairy, meat, and poultry. Calcium is an important supplement for bone health. And as an adult before menopause, you need to take 700 milligrams a day, while during menopause, this rises to 1,200 milligrams. Good sources of calcium are available in dairy product, calcium-fortified plant-based drinks, tinned fish, spinach, fortified bread, baked beans, tofu, and dried figs. If you are unable to have enough in your diet, you might think about buying this supplement. Vitamin D commonly is called the sunshine vitamin. It is produced by the action of sunlight on our skin during exposure. Current guidelines is for women to take a supplement of 400 international units during the winter month, as it can be very difficult to get enough sun exposure. Vitamin D is also found at a low level in egg yolk, oily fish, some fortified food. It's difficult to get enough through diet alone. It was previously thought that sunscreen prevents vitamin D formation, but evidence suggests that sunscreen does not inhibit vitamin production in the skin. Then we come to vitamin K. This is a new concept that vitamin K covers different number of molecules, and you need to eat a range of items to ensure you get all the different elements. Vitamin K is found in green vegetable, fermented food, dairy product, meat, and has an important role in bone strength. Although there is mixed evidence as to whether vitamin K supplementation improves bone and reduces fracture. A number of countries, for example, Japan, now include vitamin K supplementation as a treatment for osteoporosis. Vitamin K is fat-soluble vitamin, and it is stored if you take excess. It is therefore possible to have too much through the supplementation, and we do not know what these effects may be. If you're on blood thinner medication, you should avoid taking vitamin K supplement, as they interfere with the coagulation process. Phosphorus is found in foods such as poultry, meat, dairy product, fish, oil fish, potatoes, whole grain, pulses, beans. It is usually abundant in our diet, and you should not need to take supplement. Magnesium is another mineral that is usually abundant in our diet, but it's a good source available in whole grains, spinach, pumpkin seeds, almonds, beans. Again, you should not need to supplement this. Resistance exercise is very important for bone health. Generally, it is advised to have 30 minutes twice a week for adults over the age of 35. An example of that, includes brisk walking, resistant band, yoga, squat, weight training, Pilates, gardening, and brisk walk. Reducing the risk of cardiovascular disease. The risk of cardiovascular disease increases during the menopause. This is partly related to the aging process and also declining estrogen. Cardiovascular disease is a general term used for conditions that affecting the heart and blood vessel through narrowing of arteries, atherosclerosis, and the increased risk of blood clots and stroke. Weight gain is associated with declining estrogen level, leading to increased risk of obesity, higher blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, higher LDL cholesterol level, which are well recognized as factors for cardiovascular disease. There is evidence that dietary changes can reduce the risk, so aim to follow a diet with the following principles. Swap saturated fat, i.e. animal fat, with unsaturated like extra virgin olive oil, grapeseed oil, avocado oil, seeds and nuts. Reduce fat content to less than 30% in your diet, approximately 60 grams of fat a day. Swap refined carbohydrate like white bread, white rice with whole grain. Eat at least 5 portions of vegetables and fruit a day. Aim to have 2 portions of oily fish during the week. And if you can't eat fish, there has to be daily nuts and seeds that contain omega-3 fatty acid. Regularly enjoy beans, lentils, and chickpeas. Avoid convenience products that have high cholesterol, high amount of sugar and salt, and sugary fizzy drink. Try to reduce alcohol and try to keep it less than 14 units of alcohol a week, maximum 2 drinks a day. Maintaining healthy weight can help reduce the risk of diabetes and cardiovascular disease. However, this can be harder with declining level of estrogen. To understand the role of estrogen play, it helps to understand about metabolism and the basal metabolic rate. The metabolism is production of energy from food, whereas the basal metabolic rate is the energy required for performing vital function at complete rest, like sleep. Our brain, liver, heart, and kidneys account for almost half of the BMR. An estimate of the BMR can be calculated from weight, age, gender. A BMR counts for most of energy that we use, with thermogenesis only of 10%, physical activity between 10 to 30%. BMR is determined by your gene, your body composition, sex hormone. Exercise will increase the BMR, and it's important for so many factors for general health. What role of estrogen in energy balance? The main circulating form of estrogen in the body is 17-beta-estradiol. It is named as E2. The E2 promotes energy hemostasis, improve body fat distribution, enhance insulin sensitivity, improve pancreatic beta cell function, reduces inflammation. As estrogen level naturally decline from perimenopause, there is increased risk of developing metabolic dysfunction, leading to obesity, metabolic syndrome, type 2 diabetes, as well as cancer and some degenerative diseases of the skeletal system, central nervous system, cardiovascular. This role in energy and metabolism is also supported by finding evolutionary development, since ancestral estrogen receptors have been found in the invertebrate before the advent of sexual reproduction. Estrogen has a role in energy balance, acting in the hypothalamic area of the brain to both suppress food intake and also stimulate physical activity, energy expenditure, and regulate body fat distribution. The basal metabolic rate varies in menstrual cycle, and it's lowest during follicular phase, from the start of your period to ovulation, when the ovarian hormone are at lowest. Experiments on rodents have found that surgical removal of the ovary lead to weight gain. In summary, estrogen has important role in energy balance, basal metabolic rate, and weight gain. As the level naturally decline, at the perimenopause, increased weight is linked to increased cardiovascular disease and diabetes. BMR is determined by our genes, our body composition, and sex hormone. Exercise can increase the BMR, and it's important for many factors. While maintaining a steady weight used to be thought in terms of simply energy balance, evidence of important role of the gut microbes may explain why some people can appear to eat much more than the energy they spend without gaining weight. Microbacteria, their role in metabolism. The gut microbacteria contain trillions of single cells called microorganisms that plays an important role in health. Multiple association between gut microbial chemicals along the metabolic pathway have been found, with suggestion that gut microorganisms have a role in shaping metabolism. Recent research has found that changing composition of the microorganism is associated with improvement in some parameter of metabolic syndrome, name given to the sets of conditions that is seen together with increased blood pressure, blood sugar, waistline, and abnormal cholesterol and triglyceride level. In studies of special germ-free mice who have no organism living or inside them, they found that fecal transplant from obese human was associated with greater weight gain than mice that receives microbes from healthy weight human. This suggests that maintenance of steady healthy weight is more than simply balance energy. It's equally important. Instead, it's also impacted by your gut microbiome. Most studies of people that were obese have found that their gut microbiome is characterized by narrower range of organisms, lower diversity. Long-term weight gain over the period of 10 years in human is correlated with low microbial diversity. And this association is worsened by diet low in fiber. How single-cell microorganisms have such profound effect on our weight and general health is astonishing, but it's probably mediated by a number of different routes. Gut microbial imbalance probably promote weight gain, metabolic complication by a variety of mechanisms, including immune dysregulation, altered energy regulation, altered gut hormone regulation, pro-inflammatory mechanisms such as liposaccharide endotoxin crossing the gut barrier and entering the portal circulation. It's important to maintain calorie deficit in order to lose weight. Research have shown that low level causes loss of muscle mass and further decline in metabolic rate. So while very low caloric diet may result in short-term weight loss, their effect on muscles and metabolic rate will make it hard to keep the weight off. Moreover, insufficient calorie intake and decreased muscle mass lead to bone loss. This increases your risk of osteoporosis. Adopting healthy lifestyle can be maintained through long-term and can happen to preserve your metabolic rate and reduce the amount of muscle mass that you lose with age. In summary, the menopause is a time of immune changes. Women experiencing the spectrum of severity of symptoms, dietary changes may not be possible for you right away, but try to incorporate them where possible for the long-term health. Aim to eat variety of colors, whole grain, quality protein, unsaturated fat, whole plant-based product, item rich in calcium, optimize your gut health. Ultimately, the best way to support healthy weight, reduce long-term risk cardiovascular disease and osteoporosis is by regular exercise and healthy diet that follows these principles. As we said, eat lots of different colored fruit and vegetable, choose whole grain, have a handful of nuts every day, use oily fish twice a week, choose lean or plant-based protein with every meal, regularly enjoy beans, lentils, chickpeas, enjoy healthy unsaturated fat like avocado, grapeseed, oil, nuts, and extra virgin olive oil. Avoid convenience products that have a high amount of sugar and sugary fizzy drinks. Avoid sweetener. Support your gut microbiome by eating fermented food, kefir, 30 grams a day, and reduce the intake of alcohol as much as you can. End of the show. I hope this was explanatory enough and it is helpful in providing you the information that you require to modify your life during this period of time. Thank you very much.